In a city drowned in neon and nightmares, a blade forged from hell cuts through time, fate, and the soul. Tonight, we enter a tale of shadows, screams, and the dagger that never sleeps. This is Kitchen Knife: The Dagger Drenched in Blood, a dark horror action thriller you'll never forget. Only on Darr Ki Dunya. The Dagger Drenched in Blood genre, dark horror action thriller opening scene. Blood in the rain fell in torrents, as if the sky was stitching its wounds into the earth. On the neon-drenched skyline of HavenSport, each drop sliced through the night like a blade. On the rooftop of the crumbling Argent Tower, Lena Voss knelt. Her leather jacket soaked, and in her gloved hand, a dagger whispered softly, a whisper that chilled the soul. This was no ordinary blade. Azariel's dagger, an ancient relic said to cut not only flesh but also fate, and time itself. Its crimson glimmering edges looked forged from the ashes of a dead planet. Lena had never believed in such tales. But tonight, everything changed. 3 days ago, the cursed dagger Lena had been hired for a simple heist: steal a dagger from the private gallery of eccentric billionaire collector Elias Kerr and deliver it to a broker in the iron markets. The reward? 5 million credits, enough to vanish forever. But the moment she picked up the blade, the room's temperature dropped. Whispering voices seeped from the walls. And in the dagger's dull reflection, a familiar face appeared. Roque, her ex-partner. Eyes glowing red, a twisted grin, and the serpent tattoo of the Ouroboros syndicate on his wrist. They had hired her. And now they were hunting her. Pursued in the shadows, the alleys of HavenSport were no longer lifeless. They were alive, not with light, but with shadows. Lena wasn't just running from assassins now, but from the creeping things that slithered out of the dagger with each passing night. The dagger wasn't just a weapon. It was a door. Each time she used it, the world cracked open briefly, fissures spilled out shapes that defied human logic. Something was bound to the blade, an ancient force, a sleeping god, or a forgotten hell. The dagger's whisper on a safe house rooftop. Lena finally told Jax the truth: it's not just a weapon. It's a doorway. And every time I use it, something comes out. Jax's face paled. He showed her subway footage, a shadowy figure, eyeless, wounded-faced, lurking in the background. This dagger, it's calling something. And that something is not from this world. The terrifying revelation when Lena finally confronts Roque again: he is no longer a man. Scars like the dagger's edges cover his body. His eyes glow black. "We awakened it, Lena." Roque screamed. "Azariel is awake. And now, we serve him." The gateway to hell submerged in icy waters, Lena grabs the dagger. The sky screams. A crack tears open above, not just shadows emerge, but voices. Children's cries. Women's sobs. And a voice like thunder trapped in a coffin: "You opened the door, Lena. Now, enter." The wave of the end as she plunges the dagger into the crack, time freezes. The city falls still. Then a scream, not human, erupts. Flames, then darkness. Aftermath. Lena wakes. The city is different. Burnt buildings. Whispering. Shadows flickering on walls. Jax murmurs, "You closed the door, but what came out may never go back." She stares at the sea. The dagger is gone. But a burn mark on her right hand forms the Ouroboros, a serpent devouring its tail. Not the end. Just the beginning. In a desolate cathedral basement, someone chants, "The door is shut, but the crack remains." Azariel will return, the dagger will find its wielder. A tear in time. The moment Lena pierced the gateway, time faltered. Then, silence. But not normal silence. It breathed. The stranger hospital. Lena awoke in a strange hospital. Walls scarred with bloody handprints, glass melted, flickering lights. "Jax," she called, but heard only a hiss. "You opened the door, now your body is ours." In the mirror, her pupils were black. The Ouroboros on her arm was alive. It moved. It breathed. Echoes of memory. A dusty TV in the room played Unusual Phenomena in HavenSport. Disappearances, shadow attacks, and shared nightmares of a dagger, a door, and a demon named Azariel. As she wandered, the rooms changed, revealing her past. Roque's betrayal. Her parents' corpses. A shadow always behind her. Now, it lived within her. The avatar of Azariel. The lights die. A crack splits the wall. A voice thunders. "You freed us, Lena. Now you are ours. You didn't possess the dagger possessed you." From the crack, it emerges, taller than the ceiling, flaming eyes, and shadows crawling with tormented souls, Azariel. Night of sacrifices. All across HavenSport, people were losing their minds. Some saw shadowy creatures. Some set themselves on fire. Church bells rang without hands. Graves bubbled and cracked open. Jack sat in a hidden basement with the last surviving cyber hackers, repeating the same words: "We have to bring the dagger back, or this won't just consume the city, it will devour the world." The town of blood. In a dream, Lena wandered into a deserted village. The ground was soaked in blood. The walls were inscribed with bones. "We are the forgotten. We are the ones awakened by the dagger." These were the souls sacrificed long ago when Azariel's gates were last sealed. Now they were back. And every night they whispered, "Lena, open the door, for us." The dagger returns. In the story's climax, Jax receives a cryptic message: the dagger is not destroyed. It has chosen a new wielder. A child born in the shadow of fire. A photo flashes on screen, a small child, eyes black, and behind his skull, Azariel's mark. The story restarts inside a ruined church. Crosses hang upside down, candles extinguish on their own. Lena steps forward. Stone trembles beneath her feet. Strange symbols, etched in alien language, cover the walls. "This place, it's no longer part of this world," she whispers. Jax's voice crackles over radio: "Lena, don't go in. That's a null zone. Time doesn't work there. Death doesn't follow. Only those live there, who never truly died." But it's too late. The dagger's mark has summoned her. The dead are alive below the church, a crypt, damp, cold, reeking of wet soil and blood. People are fused into the walls, skin stitched into stone, eyes open, mouths sealed. They whisper one word: Azariel. 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 A shadow slips from the wall, featureless, formless, approaching her. But when it sees Lena, it bows. "You are the heir." The Ashen Child. Meanwhile, Jax explores a secret lab, decoding forbidden scrolls and cult records. He learns the truth: the dagger was never made on Earth. It was forged from Hell's ash. Every time it cuts someone, they become less human, and more Azariel. A live feed from a school. A child levitates mid-air, eyes turning black, screaming, "The door will open again, because the heir has awakened." The battle in shadows. Lena enters a rift, a dimension of pure shadow. No sky. No sun. Only black light. Roque appears. No longer flesh, a shadow being. "You can't defeat me, Lena. The dagger changed us. We live outside time. We are hunger. We are truth." They fight, dagger versus shadow. Each strike tears the ground, each scream bends reality. Roque shows her a vision, the future. HavenSport burning. A child wielding the dagger, unleashing endless shadow. "You didn't destroy the dagger, Lena. You planted it. And now, it bears fruit. End, or beginning. Lena lies buried in dirt, barely alive. A child stands before her, the one from the video. He smiles. "Now you serve me, Miss Lena. Together, we will open all the doors." In his hands, not one dagger, but two. 2 daggers. 2 doors. And only one world. Echoes in dreams. The story begins again. Lena trapped in a nightmare. But it's no dream, it's a message. The dagger floats in the air, shadows kneel around it. The child stands behind it. Eyes black. Expression empty. Body marked with blood. "You woke me, Lena. Now every door will open. You won't stop it." She wakes, gasping, soaked in sweat. Jax stares at her, terrified. "You were speaking. In the language of the dead." The beginning of death in HavenSport. Bizarre deaths now plague the city. People vanish into their own shadows. Some walk into alleys and never return. Patients in hospitals scream the same phrase: "The child is coming, the heir is coming." Police are helpless. The syndicate is shattered. Some survivors carve the dagger symbol into walls. Jax decrypts a final text from the Azariel cult: "When the 2 daggers unite, not one, but many hells will open." The blood heir is not human. He is pure shadow. The child's truth. Lena and Jax finally learn the boy's name: Kyle Lux. Born on the night the sky rained blood, the same night Lena stabbed the dagger into the rift. He isn't anyone's son. He is the first heir of the gate. Adopted from an orphanage. He never spoke. Only whispered in sleep, "Let me open the door. Let me go home." Valley of Shadows. They reach a decrepit museum, hiding the Shadow Codex. It says, "Only the one chosen by the dagger, or the one fully consumed by darkness, can destroy it." Lena realizes. The dagger isn't controlling Kyle. The dagger is Kyle. But it's too late. The sky burns red. Shadow pillars rise from the city. People's bodies begin to vanish, as if pulled into another realm. Massacre at Union Bridge. The Syndicate's last stronghold stood tall, Union Bridge headquarters. But it wouldn't last. Kyle walked in alone. CCTV footage captured the moment. Shadows moved with him, independently. Walls bled words in deep red: "Azariel is near." There was no sound. Only silence. And then, the entire building vanished in a blink. As if it had never existed. The final sacrifice in the underground resistance bunker. Jax revealed a terrible plan: "We have to send Lena to the child. The dagger is inside her, only she can confront him. But it'll cost her everything." Lena nodded. She understood. This wasn't a battle to win, it was a curse to end. She reached the child one last time. "Kyle, do you remember me?" The boy nodded. Silent. Lena whispered, "You're inside me. You're the thing I woke up. Let's finish this, together." The ultimate sacrifice. In a heart-wrenching final moment, Lena did the unthinkable. She stabbed the dagger into her own heart, then embraced the child. "You can be human. If I seal the door." Light erupted. The dagger screamed. Shadows were dragged back into the sky. The world shook. And silence fell once more. Ashes of the world at sunrise. HavenSport was a graveyard. Buildings smoldered. Roads cracked. Skies bled faint red mist. Jax stumbled through broken streets. And saw Kyle sitting alone near the river. A child again. Quiet. Innocent. "Is she gone?" Jax asked softly. The boy nodded. "She's not just gone. She became everything. No one can lift the dagger again. Because now, it sleeps inside a soul. The blade beyond death. Lena's body was never found. But she wasn't dead. Not exactly. She was trapped inside the dagger. Or what the dagger had become, a world of shadows, blood, and memory. Here, time had no meaning. Only echoes survived. She wandered a realm where walls whispered regrets. Every corner held a death. And every shadow was a face she once knew. The prison of souls. This realm was known as the Abyss of Echoes. It held all souls touched by Azariel's curse. Lena saw them. Roque, twisted. Elias Care, eyes hollow. Herself, versions of herself. One that never took the dagger. One loyal to Azariel. One that was the gate. "Who are you?" she asked. They replied. "We're what you could have become. You're not done yet." Truth of the blade. In the deepest part of the abyss, Lena reached the source. There lay the true form of the dagger. No longer steel. Now, shadow. Voice. It spoke. "I am not a weapon. I am a door. A scream between worlds. You woke me. Only you can silence me. To destroy it, she would have to erase herself. Not just her body, but her existence." Assault on the living world. Back in HavenSport, the final nightmare began. Kyle was alive. But not Kyle anymore. Now, he was Azariel's avatar. Eyes bled darkness. Every step opened a new door. Shadow beasts crawled into the world. Trees burned. People's shadows walked without them. The ground cracked open, revealing alternate hells. Everyone dreamed the same thing: he's returning. The one who never died. Lena's last war inside the blade. Lena was given one final chance. You can't kill him. But you can take away his power. Erase your entire being. Become nothing. She walked into a chamber made of blood and memory. There stood a pure shadow. No face. No voice. Just presence. Are you ready, Lena? For the end? Or for something new? Erasing the self, Lena lifted the dagger again. But now, it wasn't metal. It was her pain. Her love. Her fear. Her every choice. She stabbed it into her forehead, into her soul. The dagger screamed. Azariel shook. And every gate slammed shut. A new dawn. HavenSport slept under ruins. But the sun finally rose. Jax walked alone, through embers and silence. He saw a boy. Kyle. Eyes normal. Holding a toy dagger. "Do you know Lena?" the boy asked. Jax whispered. "She was the one who never truly died." The end? A year later. HavenSport had rebuilt, a little. But shadows still clung to corners. In an empty cathedral, a whisper echoed. She became the seal, the key, the silence between screams. Some say, if you sleep with a dagger under your pillow, you'll dream of her. Not as a hero, but as the last door. The one that never opened again.